Here we go again. Here we go again. No intro today. We got some real talk. Yet again. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised by this. Because gamers, they just seem to not be mature enough to, make smart decisions. I'm talking to the same group of people that supports on this DLC, endings this DLC, and games getting first day patches. That's okay. For those who don't know what's going on, Microsoft is paying for positive promotions from YouTubers. That's right. They're doing so badly that they need our help to get their product to sell. Now, I have a problem with this for the simple fact that what did we see before the launch of the Xbox One? We're going to have 24-hour check-ins. The system is going to be always online. You have to still pay Xbox Live in order to get access to all of your features. We're going to block used games. And the Kinect, you're going to have to buy it with the console. Not to mention, it spies on you and it sells your personal information to third parties. And if you don't like it, what did Adam Morph tell you to do? He told you to deal with it. Just deal with it. Take it. What did Don Matrick tell you to do? Well, if you don't like our policies, buy Xbox 360. They've displayed that they do not have the consumer best interest in mind. And let's get this straight. This has nothing to do with some old stupid fanboyism or some console war. This has nothing to do with that immaturity. If Sony was doing this, I'd be sitting here saying the same thing. If Nintendo was doing this, I'd be sitting here saying the same thing. If this was coming down the pipe through, if Steam was doing something garbagey, I'd talk about it. This has nothing to do, this is about the community. Us as a whole, as gamers. But I'm going to get into that later. But they have come out and showed you that they don't care about you. They've even gone as far to say is that they don't need you. They've said in a recent article that the Xbox One launch was for the core audience. That was when they were focusing on you. Their launch was the focus on the core audience. But now they want casuals. They're going after the casual crowd. You are not, the gamer, the hardcore gamer, you are not in Microsoft's best interest. With that being said, with all the stuff that they've done, how could you possibly sit back and accept this? They told you they didn't need you, and now that they're doing bad, let's face it, it's because of all these policies. Consumers were not happy. And now that they're doing terrible, they're crawling back, help us, promote our product. Do you guys not know that what they're doing goes against the FTC's rules of promotion? Because they're not paying you, hey, they're not coming to you saying, hey, try our product out, or if you have, and they're not going to people who specifically own the console and saying, hey, if you like our console, if you were to tell people what you think is great about it, we'll give you an extra $3 in your monetization fees. No, what they're doing is anyone, whether you have a Xbox One or not, they want you to say anything good that you could possibly think of about the Xbox One, and they'll give you $3 for it. And this is why BG, because I watched a video the other day, this is why people are calling people who are okay with this a sellout, because of what has taken place. Microsoft said they don't need you as a consumer, and now they need your help. And people are willing to say, okay, really? So that's all you're worth is $3, people? $3? That's it? And in BG's video, he tried to equate this to being employed at Microsoft and making $80K a year. He said if Microsoft were to come to you and ask you, hey, do you want come work for us, we'll give you $80K a year. That's a completely different scenario. That's them coming to you because you have a set of skills and they want you to be employed, and they're going to pay you $80K a year for you doing a job for them, being employed to them. This is not employment. They just need your help because they screwed the pooch at the beginning of launch. Completely different. And people are willing to sell their soul for $3 raggedy. That's how much you people are worth, is $3 raggedy. You will let Microsoft slap you in the face like that and then turn around and help you? If I walked up to any one of y'all and let's say I work for a cell phone company and I slapped you in the face and I come back 3 days later, hey, if you promote my cell phone service, I'll give you $5. You know, not asking you to come work for me, but I'll just give you $5 for every time you promote my cell phone service. Would you take it? No, you wouldn't. And if you do, there's something wrong with you. You have no integrity, you have no self-respect, and you have no backbone to let Microsoft do this. This is what Microsoft wants. They want to divide the community. A house divided against itself can't stand. We've shown that the community can stand strong. Look at how we got Sony to do a 180. They were going to do the same thing. I'm not happy with them either. And Microsoft, even though, what do we say at the beginning of this? Since they're going to just patch this DRM out, they're going to put it back in. And all the links to what I'm talking about will be in the description as usual. With the Killer Instinct tournament, the 24-hour check-ins came through. The tournament had to be put on hold so they could fix the travesty that happened. They don't care about you. They want this so that people can go out and get the system, and once they get the system, they're going to put all this DRM and things of that nature back in place. You don't need all this to play video games. But this is okay. They just want to divide the community. Because when you're fighting against each other, see, this is what they want. They want us fighting against each other and what's right and what's wrong, so that, you know, people get so wrapped up in their argument that they'll go and support anything they do without thinking about it, because they're so wrapped up in the argument. And this is what I'm finna get into. The whole fanboyism that's going on in gaming, it has to stop. It has to stop. I had a message for a Hard8 times. This is just a friendly message. This is just from one gamer to another. I'm a huge fan of your channel, and I know I'm nobody on YouTube. And don't get it twisted. This is not me telling you how to run your channel. You're a grown man. You can handle your own stuff. I know this. This is not me telling you what to do. But I will say I'll always respect you because of what you've done for the community. For those who don't know, Hard8 has a video series on how he made some bad decisions in his life and how those decisions affected his life, and pretty much warning people, hey, don't go down this road. So you always have my respect for doing that. But in a recent video, you said that, there is a demand. I'm the supplier. I'm supplying both sides ammo so they can continue to fight with each other over this plastic, as you so eloquently put it. But that's what the companies want, Hard8. They want us fighting with each other. So when they do stuff like on this DLC, endings this DLC, these broken games being released, we're so wrapped up in, my console's better than yours, and we have this many exclusives, and no, my console's better, that people are so engulfed they can't not buy their game because they want to win so badly, which, what are you winning? But they want to win so badly that they'll support anything that these companies do just to make their company look good. And you've seen them talking about sales. Surely you know this. You're an intelligent man. You've been gaming for years. You know how this goes. You know what the business is. You said the other day that on Tower Gamers that Tower Gamers is starting to turn into adult gamers. Too many fanboys is in the group. Stop feeding them, Hard8. Stop feeding them. We can move the community further towards a more positive direction and get better games and more quality service from these companies if we didn't have these ignorant people fighting with each other over games. It's retarded. But that's all I want to say, you know, just from one gamer to another, Hard8. I know I'm nobody, so my opinion probably doesn't matter to anyone, so it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but, you know, if you want to roast me, that's fine too. I mean, whatever. But it just has to be said. You want these fanboys to stop coming into your groups, messing things up? Don't feed them. No tolerance. Promote togetherness in the community, not people fighting. When we're together, we can get stuff done. When we're fighting with each other, we can't do anything. But back to this whole Microsoft travesty. How much are you really worth? You people will sell your soul for a slice of bread and a ticket to go watch grass grow. And that's sad. Sad. Surely you people are worth more than this. Especially with the things that they've done. But maybe I could be wrong. I don't understand why these mindsets don't work in any other area of life, but when it comes to playing a video game or video games in general, these mindsets are okay because it's games. A car company, I'll save that for another time. I do that in my gamer maturity video on mindsets that don't work anywhere else, but they work here. You'll get that later. I'm done with this. It's been Omni, and I am out of here. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Y'all have a wonderful evening.